And with that, after months of planning, we flew from England to Spain in the search of this so-called Chameleon Forest. Do we actually end up finding any? I guess we'll have to see.
Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to Predatory Exotics.
Today we are in southwestern Spain, in specifically Rota, which is in Cadiz. We are in the park that you can see at the bottom of the screen. Don't know how to say that. We are in this specific park, and what is it famous for?
Chameleons. This park is actually known for a lot of sightings of chameleon, and the chameleon that specifically is in here is
the common chameleon, or otherwise known as the Mediterranean chameleon. We'll talk about how we came to find out about why the chameleon is in this park, and a bit more about the chameleon if we find it. So we're going to go around this park. Obviously there's lots of decent habitat for these chameleons. They are more of an arid species, so we're going to be looking in the bushes that are sort of we're going to be looking in the bushes that are sort of waist height, because that is where they're going to be, and they're going to be moving from bush to bush, and hopefully we can spot them.
So without further ado, let's get these GoPros on. GoPros. So without further ado, let's get the GoPros on, and we're going out hunting.
Yeah, it just shows it stretches the whole way along.
And with this, our journey had begun. And we searched, and we searched, and we searched. Hours and hours had passed, and nothing. Had we been lied to? And it wasn't until we were almost giving up that we heard one distinct call in the distance that we had found one.
What is it? Is your GoPro going? Where are you? Why did we need to go quick?
Oh, it's huge.
There's one there. Oh my god. Okay. Nice.
Is it biting you?
Don't bite me, don't bite me.
Yo.
Oh.
Mosquitoes.
My camera was like straight down trying to find that. Because I was running.
We got it, guys. Chameleon. The Mediterranean chameleon, also the common chameleon. This looks like a female with that coloration and basically no casque, which is that top bit. Has super spiky claws. You can probably see they have modified feet that basically mean that they have 3 feet on one side, 3 toes on one side and 2 toes on the other side. And they basically grip on and climb along. And they're actually quite sharp. That is so cool. You probably see it changing colour. It will darken up while we're holding it. It'll develop more stripes and stuff like that, and spots. So the common chameleon can be found throughout this southern tip of Spain and Portugal. They're actually mostly native to Africa and the Middle East, but they can be found in this part of Europe. Whoa. Whoa. They can be found southern Spain, southern Portugal, all throughout North Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, and then into Turkey and the Middle East. It's actually the only chameleon that can be naturally found in Europe. The only species that's native range extends into Europe, albeit briefly, because they do like it hot, they like it dry, and they seem to like basically 2 kinds of plant in this area. We've got one that's like kind of spiky with leaves on it, and then we've got a frondy one too, and that seems to be the only ones they're interested in staying in. It's crazy how it's changed colour. You probably noticed if you skip back to the start of the video, it was a light brown colour. It's developed some greens, and also even some grey blues stripes as it goes along. Wow. I don't know what else to say. So some of the cool features that are actually present in all chameleon species, they have eyes that independently can see. As you can see, he's looking all around him, he's keeping an eye on Ollie, he's keeping an eye on me, independently can move and then basically create like a 360 picture of its entire environment, which is super cool and really helpful when you're looking for flies that you can grab out the air, or you're looking for predators, because the main predators of these natural predators would be birds, and then the unfortunately, the invasive cats in the area, it's quite an easy target for the cats because they are quite slow moving. So unfortunately, a lot of the population has been diminished over time due to the feral cats in the area. Also, another thing to note is, I did mention briefly the feet. The feet, if we try and get close up, they have 3 toes on one side and 2 toes on the other. This has evolved over literally millions of years so that they find it quite difficult to walk on flat surfaces, but they can grip around tree branches with pretty much relative ease. And then obviously they have the use of a prehensile tail, so they effectively have 5 limbs that they can hold onto. One of the defensive techniques of the chameleon to kind of scare people a little bit, they'll flatten out their body, make themselves quite thin, but that means from a side angle view they have the largest body possible, so they look like the largest possible chameleon, so nothing messes with it. Calm down man.
Just got used to.
Oh, you got footage?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was going to ask for that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is pretty cool. Like, I don't really have many facts about this. Obviously, Tom knows more about it than I do. The claws are pretty cool. Like, it feels crazy with it walking over you, and it's going like a leopard color. Like, it looks really sick. Great find. For anyone wondering who was calling it was my girlfriend that found it. It was pretty sick. Like, the fact that you did spot this.
You know a funny story? I was
Yeah.
like, God, please let me find one, and then I found one. I was like, I'll be good, I swear.
Have you seen, the other reason I think it's a female is because the male, when it's mounting the female, is going to grip onto the head and the neck of the chameleon. So if you notice, she's got loads of wounds on the top of her casque here, and then on the other side there's quite a lot of scar tissue. So that's probably where the male has obviously mounted the female, held on, and she's obviously been bred, which means she'd realistically be at least 1 to 2 years of age. Obviously the females don't live that long. Females are going to live 5 years max if you're lucky. Chameleons are, unfortunately, for the size lizard they are not a very high longevity species. The males live a bit longer, but females are kind of just egg machines until they unfortunately pass away. You can see on that side the damage on the side of the head there. So yeah, she'd probably start breeding at about 1 year of age. She'll make it to about 5 if she's lucky and there's no predators. So that probably means that she's quite thin, so she could have already laid her clutch for the year. But they do have a pretty late breeding season. The breeding season for these is kind of now. It's from July to September.
All right, smile and look at me.
That's a cool picture.
There you go.
Hey, wait, Tom, let me in. He's gonna fall, babe.
Yeah, do you want a couple's photo? Oh, she smiles so much better when she's not got a reptile on her.
So it's time to put this one back where we found it. So we're going to put it on here, and you'll see those specialized feet go right into action. Look, it just grips around them. It's crazy how they have evolved to basically live in these branches of a certain size their whole life. So we're going to leave it, and it'll probably change color back to a more muted color just so it can hide a bit more, and we'll keep an eye on it so it doesn't get attacked by a bird while it's settling back down.
And after releasing that, after taking lots of photos and actually admiring the reptile itself, I think this is a good time to actually go over to our Instagram. You can see all like the photos from the trip that you wouldn't really see here on YouTube. And if you guys are enjoying the video, please subscribe because it really helps the channel, and leave a comment down below what your favorite chameleon species is, as it helps boost the algorithm and get our videos out to everyone around the world.
So guys, we just wanted to take a quick break to actually tell you about kind of what actually helps us find these reptiles and stuff like that. Well, it's actually a website called iNaturalist.
So iNaturalist is a great website you can use not only for reptiles and amphibians, but for mammals, bugs, and everything in between. Helps you find local sightings by people like us that put in the information so that you know where you can find them. So here for Chameleon Park example, there's over 100 observations of chameleon just in this little section, so we knew it was a high enough density population that it was worth coming to have a look.
So we do just want to say we're not actually sponsored by this website or anything. It's just a really great tool to use, and we just kind of wanted to introduce it to anyone out there who likes to look for reptiles in their local area.
So wherever you go on holiday, or if you're just staying at home, make sure you use iNaturalist to find your sightings, and make sure you document them for other people that like you that want to find them.
Now you can put them up there, or you can send them to us, because we love seeing what you guys find as well. We're out here, we go to countries, we find different reptiles, but we'd love to see what you guys are finding, whether it's local or you travel to find them.
So for now, back to the video to find some more chameleons.
Right there.
What colour is it? Oh, yo, hey.
It's right there, mate. I can't get any closer.
Yeah, it's tiny.
But
You get it? Nice. Okay. Up to the bridge or no?
look how dark it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come here. Oh, well, you've got a camera on you as well. Damn, he's greener and he's smaller.
And dark green.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we found our second Mediterranean chameleon or common chameleon. This one is a little bit smaller and it's got some very dark greens on it. Usually the darker green ones tend to be the males, but it could just be the fact that it's time of day. They change colour for a multitude of different reasons. The casque, even though it's a smaller one, is probably the same size on its head, which could just mean it's a juvenile male. It's very hard to tell the difference, but he's a little bit angrier if we look, and definitely a lot darker. It tends to be the males that are this darker and the kind of vibrant green, and then the females are kind of the drab coloration.
Cuando yo pequeña,
On the boat.
sí.
Yeah.
Because this species, like, unlike the veiled chameleon, which is like very popular in the pet trade, the veiled chameleon has a very big casque, especially the males have a massive one. But this this species doesn't have the large casque, whether it's a male or female, so it can be quite difficult to tell the species apart.
Away from me, homie. Alright guys, so it is time to put it back. It's really cool that we found the green version and the grey version now. All that's left is a gravid female, which actually goes black. So we're gonna release him down there. Alright, nice, and off he goes.
So all in all, pretty successful trip out at this little hidden chameleon park here in southern Spain. Pretty happy with the two that we caught.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. They were both really different colours, really different, which was
hopefully
the best part.
suspected male and female with that colour difference. Hopefully that grey brown one was a female and then a nice green male.
So without further ado, we hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below if you enjoyed this kind of video and if you want more like that. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.